How will the top 10 cryptocurrencies on CoinMarketCap end up by the year 2025? Let's take into account what has happened since November 2022, which was when FTX collapsed, and from that point on, the crypto market started to recover. We're going to analyze what happened with this top 10 starting from 2022, 2023, 2024, and most importantly, what could happen with the top 10 cryptocurrencies on CoinMarketCap looking ahead to 2025. Because based on that, our cryptocurrencies will either appreciate a bit more or a bit less, also taking into account different data that we'll analyze throughout the video. So without further ado, guys and girls, let's get started. And I'm telling you this right now, but I don't want you to do it just yet. If at any point during the video you're enjoying it, finding it entertaining, or it's simply useful to you, please like and subscribe because it really helps me out a lot. And so we jump straight to November 13th, 2022, just a few days after the FTX exchange collapsed, after all the chaos that ensued, with Bitcoin sitting at practically $15,000. We can see that on this November 13th, 2022, the top 10 cryptocurrencies on CoinMarketCap look different compared to a little later on, and especially compared to today. We can see that we had Bitcoin, obviously, in the first position, Ethereum in the second, Tether in third, BNB in fourth, USDC, USD coin back then. In the top six, we had Binance cryptocurrency, BNB, in seventh place. And honestly, it's pretty surprising to see XRP in the number 7 spot when nowadays it's trying to catch up to Ethereum. In the 8th position, we have Cardano, number 9 is Dogecoin, and unfortunately, in 10th place, we have Polygon. I say unfortunately because of how it's doing right now. Let's move forward a bit and go straight to July 16th, 2023, which would be exactly 2 years ago. We can see that in the top spot, we have Bitcoin, with a price that's already doubled since that November of 2022. We have Ethereum in the second position, Tether in third place, and here we see the first big change, XRP in fourth place. By the way, if you're enjoying the video or you like this kind of content with the Magic Excel analyzing data, give it a big like and subscribe. And if you want me to bring you another Magic Excel analyzing data, let me know in the comments of this video. XRP, fourth position. And now we can see how it starts to move out of those 30 cents, those 40 cents, to settle at 75 cents. BNB, $242, fifth position. USDC, sixth position. Solana, seventh position. Cardano, eighth position. Dogecoin, ninth position. And Tron, 10th position. From there, we can move straight to July 14th, 2024, which would be almost a year ago, where we can see, as always, Bitcoin in first position. Ethereum, second position. USDT, third position. BNB, notice the change, fourth position. Solana, fifth position. USDC, sixth position. XRP once again drops to seventh position. And the thing is, with XRP, we've had problems with the SEC in recent years. Now it seems that little by little that's coming to an end, fortunately. And we're starting to see new players enter the scene. For example, Toncoin in 8th position with a price of $7.43. Finally, Dogecoin in 9th position and Cardano in 10th position. Depending on when you got into the crypto market, you'll see how the top 10 cryptocurrencies on CoinMarketCap have changed a lot over time. Many years ago, we had cryptocurrencies like Litecoin, cryptocurrencies like Polkadot, Avalanche has also been in the 10th position, and so on and so on. And we can look at the present, as of today, July 17th, 2025. And right after this, we're going to move on to what I think will be the top 10 cryptocurrencies on CoinMarketCap for this year, 2025. We can see that REI is still in the number 1 spot, Ethereum is number 2, XRP is number 3, and it's slowly catching up to Ethereum. Tether is in the number 4 spot with a market cap of 160 billion, and they just keep minting USDT. If at some point the money transitions or at least drops down to the market cap it had in November 2024, which was 120 billion, we're going to see altcoins appreciate quite a bit. BNB, number 5 spot. Solana, number 6 spot. USDC, number 7 spot. Dogecoin, number 8 spot. Tron, number 9 spot. And closing out this CoinMarketCap top 10 cryptocurrencies is Cardano, which at one point was in the number 4 or number 5 spot. And we can see that from there, new players are starting to approach this CoinMarketCap top 10, like for example, Hyperliquid, XLM, SUI, Chainlink, which also made it into the CoinMarketCap top 10. Hedera, Bitcoin Cash, AVAX, Shiba Inu, which also made it into the CoinMarketCap top 10, and so on, and so on, and so on. And we can see how other players that were once very strong, like Kuncoin, are starting to drop out. All right, let's move on to what's interesting. But before we jump straight into this top, remember that you can take part in my BitGet tournament. Well, this is about cashback, but now we're going straight to the tournament. If you haven't signed up using my referral link, you'll find it in the description of this video, and you'll get a 20% discount on commissions. It might sound silly. Maker 0.02. Ticker 0.06. If you're registered with the link, you'll get 20% less taken from you, and you'll receive that amount every day in USDT in your account. Also, just for being my referral, if you generate 1 million in trading volume, you'll get a coupon directly. This is cashback. It's real USDT, not a bonus. $50, $5 million, $200, $10 million, $500, $20 million, $1,000, $50 million, $2,000, and $100 million, $5,000. These last two are if you're an exclusive trader, because normally people aren't going to reach 50 million in volume. I'm going to get in touch with those of you who reach 50 million in volume. I'm going to make a separate video about this, but basically, I'm going to hold an event in Malaga, okay? An event sponsored by BitGet, and those of you who reach 50 million in volume will be invited. An event in Malaga for a few days at a hotel, doing different activities, etc., etc., etc. And it's going to be for people who reach 50 million in volume. So if you're not registered with my referral link or you'd like to give it a try and maybe you have another account, contact me privately. We'll see what we can do. And if you're already registered with my referral link and want to give it a shot, that's great. Besides that, we also have a trading tournament. You get the commission discount, the cashback, and the tournament, which has just started. There are 28 days left, and if we reach 10 million in volume, $1,400 will be distributed. In fact, the last time we did this tournament, the first place winner took home $700. The only thing you need to do to be eligible is reach a minimum trading volume of $500,000. You can combine both things, the tournament and the cashback. So, while you're participating in the tournament to win that money, at the same time you have a 20% discount on commissions, and you're also getting cashback, free USDT money. Basically, it would be like trading for free or even leaving the exchange with a loss. This usually doesn't happen like that. So if you want to participate, just use the first BitGet link in the description of this video, register through there, and you'll automatically be taking part in both the cashback and the tournament. I'll see you inside BitGet. I've put on screen the 14 cryptocurrencies that, in my opinion, have a chance of making it into the CoinMarketCap top 10 for 2025. Obviously, I'm leaving out some that could have a certain chance, like Bitcoin Cash or Chainlink, among others that might be able to make it, but I think the 14 we have on screen right now are the ones most likely to reach the top 10 cryptocurrencies on CoinMarketCap. Let's start with the basics. Let's go with the number one spot. We're going to put Bitcoin directly in the number one spot, obviously. Now, there are a lot of people who think the number two spot could end up being a bit different. I'm going to give you my opinion. I think the number two spot on CoinMarketCap. And of course, I want all of you to leave a comment telling me what you think the top 10 on CoinMarketCap will be from 1 to 10 for this year 2025. Personally, I think that for this year 2025, the number two spot on CoinMarketCap will be Ethereum. That doesn't mean XRP isn't slowly catching up. That doesn't mean that over the years, XRP couldn't eventually overtake it. Obviously, if at some point there's a utility-driven market, XRP will surpass Ethereum. Until that moment arrives, it's going to keep closing the gap, and I think it could get close in the next cycle, maybe even overtake it, but for now, it's still at about half the market cap. Number three spot, obviously, goes to XRP, and now is when things get interesting. And now we're going straight into the top 10. Let's put on screen what I think will be the top 10 on CoinMarketCap for 2025. And that is none other than SUI. SUI has had a really strong performance in 2024. The only problem SUI has faced is its token unlocks, which have been massive, and without a doubt, if it hadn't been diluted so much, it would be at a different price right now. In fact, I've already calculated it in other videos. Based on the market cap we had in November 2024, SUI, instead of reaching $5, should have reached $12. But when it comes to CoinMarketCap ranking, you have to analyze the market cap, not the asset's price or its appreciation. That's exactly why I think SUI currently has a very strong ecosystem in terms of fundamentals. It's a very good project, and I personally believe its market cap could be enough for it to reach the top 10. Now I'm going to share with you what I think will be the top 4 on CoinMarketCap for this year, 2025. Currently, what we have would be USDT, we have BNB, but I think there will be another cryptocurrency that, based on adoption, retail interest, and FOMO, will make this cryptocurrency take the number 4 spot on CoinMarketCap. And that is none other than Solana. I believe Solana is going to surpass the market cap of USDT and the market cap of BNB. And I personally believe this because when this frenzy hits and everything is going up, the meme coin narrative also skyrockets. Where are the biggest meme coins in the crypto world found? They're found in the Solana ecosystem. What do you need to buy these meme coins? If you do it in a decentralized way, you have to use Solana and pay fees within the Solana ecosystem. Alright, so what would be the current top 5 on CoinMarketCap? You might be thinking, Johnny, USDT has to be next. USDT is currently in 3rd or 4th place, depending on what XRP does in the short to medium term. Well, no. I don't think the number 5 spot will go to USDT either. I think it's going to be BNB. BNB is one of the networks, especially in the previous cycle, that when retail investors come in, it's one of the cheapest and easiest to understand. Especially if you're just starting out in crypto and you're Spanish, or you're from a Latin American country where BNB is widely used, they really encourage you to use the Binance Smart Chain if you want to cash out. They also really encourage you to use PancakeSwap, Qcoin, among others, in a decentralized way. Therefore, I think that BNB, if we have a new season, if we get new retail investors coming into the crypto market, I think BNB is going to hold on very well to that number 5 spot on CoinMarketCap. Let's move straight to position number 6. And now, honestly, for me there's not much mystery here. I think USDT has lost the number 3 spot right now to XRP, with XRP practically reaching 200 billion in market cap. But I do think it could lose out to Solana, to BNB, but from there, considering the gap it has over the top 8, top 9, top 10, I don't think it's going to drop below the top 6 on CoinMarketCap. That just leaves us with 7, 8, and 9. Honestly, I set up this CoinMarketCap top 10 this way because I wanted to spice things up a bit with the top 7, 8, and 9, which are the really interesting ones. Me telling you that Ethereum is going to be number 2, honestly, doesn't surprise anyone. Me telling you that XRP is going to be number 3, that doesn't surprise anyone either. Me telling you that Solana is going to be number 4, maybe that surprises someone, but not really all that much. BNB and USDT aren't really surprising either. SUI in the number 10 spot might not be all that surprising either, though it could be a little more surprising than the others. 7, 8, and 9 are the really important ones. So let's go straight to the one that's going to surprise the least. Number 7 on CoinMarketCap for this year 2025 is none other than Dogecoin. Personally, I think Dogecoin will continue to be the most important meme coin in the crypto space, and when an alt season comes, if it actually happens, at least a mini altcoin rally, not a full-blown altcoin season like we saw in 2021, meme coins are going to gain value. And you already know how this works. If at any point Elon Musk comes out and says he's going to add a Dogecoin feature to X, I think it could go up in value, maybe not all the way to $1, but it could definitely multiply a couple of times in 2025. Now we have spot number 8 and spot number 9 left. I'm going to reveal number 8 first because it's going to be less surprising than number 9. And in spot number 8, I think it's going to be Cardano, the second most important cryptocurrency in the ISO 20022 narrative. I think it's going to perform. I think it's going to appreciate quite well looking ahead to 2025. And maybe you could say to me now, Johnny, but it's already in those positions. Yes, but it's in those positions considering the current market cap and the current price. If the crypto market, the dominance of Bitcoin and USDT, transitions to the rest of the cryptocurrencies, there will be players that will appreciate a lot. Therefore, for Cardano to maintain the number 8 or 9 position, I think that's pretty good looking ahead to 2025, because all it would mean is that Cardano is going to reach $2, $2.5, $3. Who knows if it might even surpass the AVH we saw in 2021 when it was one of the top 100 cryptocurrencies on CoinMarketCap that made the most excess with practically 50x. Finally, number 9 position. Currently, we have USDC in the top 10. Right now, we have Tron, TRX, in the number 10 spot on CoinMarketCap. We have Hedera in the number 15 position. We have Hyperliquid somewhere between 12 and 13. We have XLM between 12 and 13. Which cryptocurrency do I think will take the number 9 spot on CoinMarketCap in 2025? And this is very important because if it's Tron or USDC, it means USDC has lost market cap. And if it's Tron, it's nothing special. Maybe it does a 2x or 2.5x, but it doesn't mean it's going to do much more because they'll stay more or less in the same positions. However, if it's Hedera, XLM, or Hype, it would be very beneficial for these cryptocurrencies. In the number 9 spot on CoinMarketCap for 2025, I think Hyperliquid will be there. I think USDC is going to drop out of the top 10. I think Tron is going to drop out of the top 10, and I believe Hyperliquid will break into the top 10 on CoinMarketCap, being the best altcoin of this cycle in terms of the potential it has shown. Obviously, we also have Pepe in the mix. Obviously, we also have Rest in Peace, Mantra, or M, which also did a ton of excess, and there are other cryptocurrencies, but I think Hyperliquid, simply because of its fundamentals and what it represents for the crypto sector, is going to sneak into that top 10 on CoinMarketCap, potentially reaching $70 or $80. From 2025 onwards, we'll see what lies ahead. Special mention, obviously, Tron and USDC are obviously going to take the 11th and 12th spots on CoinMarketCap, and XLM and Hedera will be in 12th, 13th, and Hedera 13th, 14th, 12th, 11th. Those 4 cryptocurrencies will be somewhere around there. It doesn't mean they're worse, it just means that in terms of market cap, I think they'll hold those positions in the top 10 and top 100. Guys, that's it for today's video. Let me know in the comments. Remember to leave your top 10 for 2025 because I'm really interested. In the end, consensus is very important when it comes to making decisions. Guys, see you in the next video. Take care and see you next time.